What is up, everyone? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at my first Combiner Wars video of 2015. This time we're looking at Decepticon Dragstrip. Now, Dragstrip itself is actually kind of a black sheep in this whole first wave of Combiner Wars because it's all Jets and Superion and Autobots and then Decepticon Dragstrips thrown right in the middle. But I wanted to start with Dragstrip because I am very excited for Menasor. And I am just very excited about Menasor. So taking a quick look at the packaging, it's got really great artwork right there of Dragstrip at the top, even though it is pixelated, which looks really... and I used to do printing and graphic design, and that looks really shitty. I'm sorry, Hasbro, but this pixelation of this artwork is just shitty and unacceptable. The back, on the other hand, actually does look fairly decent. Talks a little bit about the first wave and shows basically Superion with Dragstrip as an arm. And his little bio has been shortened from what used to be paragraphs to now Ruthless Decepticon Racer in 4 different languages. Let's go ahead, let's open this packaging up and let's take a look at this figure. So here we have Dragstrip in his F1 Racer mode. And first thing is first, I have to say I'm taken off by literally how big this guy is. Of lately, we've been used to some very small figures, but this is actually a sizable, respectable size deluxe class figure, and I'm pleased. I really am. Now, it is this macaroni orange color with maroon. It looks, the paint actually looks really nice. The detail, the gold, everything that I could possibly want is there. Silver rims is always a plus. The cockpit is kind of just like a miss, because it's just blah. And yeah, it's an F1 racer. There's not really much to say about it. You know, it is what it is. Now, it does come with, I guess you can call these weapons. It comes with its hand-foot thing. And this can be used as a weapon in robot mode, but so we'll put that to the side a little later. And it does come with this sword gun. And where this figure, well, one of the biggest fails of this figure is that you can't store weapons anywhere in vehicle mode where it looks good. I mean, you can put it like that, but now it's at kind of a weird angle. And you can put it kind of in the back, make it look like it's like a flame or something. And you can try putting it on the front, but, you know, that doesn't really do anything. Maybe it's or make it look like that. I don't know. You can't store this weapon anywhere so that it looks good, and that is a big fail. That is an epic, epic fail. Weapon storage, you know, it has to look good. And there's a lot of missed opportunities. They could have put it up right here. There's nothing going on in this front end. You know, they could have just put it anywhere. Ready for a size comparison? I certainly am. Here he is next to Scout Hubcap. Yes, I know I keep using Scout Hubcap. I apologize. I'm going to start finding some new figures. Yeah, and it's actually a respectable size deluxe. I really like it. So, typically this is where we do the transformation, but instead we are going to turn it and transform it into its leg mode. And its leg mode is actually the simplest transformation of them all. What we want to do is we want to take this front end, and you'll notice the head kind of folds down with it. Then you want to rotate it. And you'll notice there's a peg right here, and there's a little hole right there. Just be sure to lock them up. Like that. Then you also want to make sure the head is folded into this groove. Right there. Then what you want to do is you want to take the spoiler, and this whole piece actually folds up. Like that. It doesn't really peg into place. Just kind of blah. And then you'll notice now there's a new peg revealed underneath this peg, which is kind of nifty. And you just take the foot and actually, yeah. And there is leg mode. So it's pretty easy transformation into leg mode. Just a couple joints, a couple flips, a couple flops, and there you go. Not much to say about it, really. I mean, it's a leg. Ta-da! But now, let's get this baby into robot mode. Oh, yeah! So here we have Dragstrip in his robot mode. And I have to be honest, it's not really that special of a robot mode. It feels more like a high stance mode. My biggest gripe are these leg joints, because I feel like they're trying to fit too much into too small a space, and it's causing it to be really unbalanced, and I feel like these joints are going to make themselves really loose, because mine are already loose and already pop off, and you know, these are important joints for the combiner arm, and I feel like they just needed to be a little bit more sturdy. In terms of detail, you know, it's got all the detail it needs. The head sculpt is really nice, and it's this really kind of anime-looking blue color, and actually does remind me a lot of the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why. Another feature I really like is how it utilizes the actual combiner port into the design of the robot. I think that's really cool, and I really appreciate them for doing that. Now, who's ready for some articulation? Now, in terms of articulation, it's got some. The arms are in ball joints that can move in and out, and rotate up and down, 360, you know, simple stuff. The arms are on a pivot joint. They can just move 90 degrees. The hands can fold in and out. Yeah, they can't move left and right because of the transformation. It does have a waist swivel, which is nice. It does have an upper bicep swivel, which I forgot. The legs are on ball joints, can move in and out about that far, forward, back. The knees can move roughly 90 degrees. Upper thigh swivel, and there's literally nothing for the feet. It just stands on these. But there doesn't really need to be anything for the feet. I feel like they're wide enough and big enough so that it's just kind of fine how it is. And that's it for the robot mode. You can take its bizarre-ass weapon and stick it in its hand, and it kind of works, but not really. What the fudge? It doesn't fit in all the way. It just kind of can pop out really easy. The best is obviously the sword mode. And in terms of getting some decent poses, you can get some decent poses. And if you want, you can take his hand, foot thing and utilize this as a blaster. Now, he can compensate for his small penis. Fucking, I'm keeping that in. Last but not least, he has an arm mode. And to get to the arm mode, it's very simple. It's easier to get to the arm mode from the robot mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to take his feet, plug them in like that, and that's it for the bottom half of it. Then you want to take his arms, lift them up. Now you can rotate his head and fold that back into that little groove. Now you want to rotate the arms and fold the hands in first, of course, and have his arms situated like this. Now you'll notice there's a little groove right here. You want to take this piece, stick it in the groove, and that sort of locks the lower half of the arms in place, and it's actually able to hold the arms in place for the most part. There's no, you know, loose bits, and there's a bunch of different ways you can orient the arms. It's really up to you. Then you want to fold his waist and fold the combiner port out. Lastly but not least, you just turn his foot into a hand and peg that baby in. And there you go. There is his arm mode. It is actually pretty nice. It's a good arm. Good arm, yeah. And you can stick weapons and stuff in his arm and stuff. Yeah. So, that basically does it for this look at Dragstrip. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Combiner Wars figure reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I've always got one on the way. So, thank you so much, and I will see all you in the next video.